don't like spending so long away from the
feel
hunt.
myself growing
It makes my muscles twitch.
A place where the machines walk in peace with mankind. A blessing.
In Banur, they already sing songs. We should head north. North where the ice and snow calls.
We should head north. North, where the ice and snow falls.
Don't assume the hunt will be easy just because the land is warmer. Oh.
I'm glad to see you well. Skill melts like ice. We should get back out and track the herd if we want to maintain our reputations.
What are we doing here? Every idle moment is another mile between us and the herd.
I will not let this Ravager out of my sight.
The spoils of the hunt have been a little light lately. We should find a few machines to earn the spirit's favor.
You honor me.
Shaman, you're trying to understand the machine.
Yes, Nora. And taking my time with my studies. Between you, me, and the spirits, I appreciate the peace. Not just from the machines. There are many changes in Ban-Ur. The hunters and shamans bicker without end.
What about?
How best to deal with a harsher world. The hunters, they don't want it back the way it used to be. And we shamans find ourselves able to explain less and less. So many are exiles now, sent to wander. Here, no one argues. So, I welcome mystery. Perhaps the machines are glad to be separated from their herds, too.
Moment is another mile between us and the herd.
This is how the Banuk must have gotten up and down the mountain.
In Ban-Ur, they already sing songs about the hunts I've completed.
Sing to the glaciers.
A place where the machines walk in peace with mankind. A blessing.
Tomorrow, we'll see what the shamans have learned from the machine spirits.
The last hunt was a good one. Struck swift as snow.
I am the best hunter of my Wirac, and none shall wrest that honor from me.
How much will the snow cover?
Keep your skills sharp. A place where the spirits can soothe the machines into restfulness. Can it be believed? Don't assume the hunt will be easier just because the land is warmer. The hunt demands full preparation. Travel well.
Hello.
Greetings, Nora. I am Tikuk.
Shaman. I've never seen anything like this.
The blue light is strong here. My people traveled far from the heights of Ban-Ur to experience it for themselves.
The blue light.
The light of the machine spirits. It is all around us. It settles upon us. This is how it used to be, before they grew angry.
I know about the derangement, but I didn't think the machines were ever this calm. What is it about this place?
We don't really know. We sing and we listen to the machine songs.
Tikuk, have any other Outlanders come through here recently?
Some Asaram, yes. They were convinced the machines were malfunctioning, as if machines were mere devices in need of repair. Well, that is how the Asaram see the world, is it not? They ate with us. Then, when they were satisfied there was nothing they could explain, they left with the Northern Light.
The machines sing to you?
To each other. You are a hunter. You must have heard their communions and hymns, their calls and cries. We're not meant to understand, but we shamans try to interpret. What is the song that angered them so, that turned them upon us? What song soothes them? Does it thrum in the air here, just outside of hearing? How can we heal the machine world?
What's with the big guy?
I was drawn to this place in a storm. At first, I thought the keening was the wind, snapping off the mountain's frozen face. But no, it was the Thunderjaw's song. I found it crouched on its haunches, its metal unmoving, and I took shelter beneath it. When the storm cleared, its singing done, perhaps the spirit left its great shell, or perhaps it slumbers and remains. So we have not stripped and gleaned this one. We treat it with the care it is owed.
Do you mind if I look around more, Tikuk?
Speak, trade, listen. You are welcome. No harm will come to you here.
So it's not the Banuk that are doing this. There's something about this place. They can't see it, but maybe my focus can.
May the machine spirits grant.
This is how the Banuk must have gotten up and down the mountain. Anything my focus could reveal. There, signal. And the source is at the top of the mountain. I better look into it.
Did Vilgun send you? I guess shards can buy conscience.
Never mind that. Nora girl, you have to stop the others. Up ahead, we snuck up here. Uncovered some kind of ancient device, plain as an anvil. That's what affects the machines.
The other bungheads voted to take it to Pitchcliff for auction. But it's taken a beating already. Like it dropped from the sky.
We tried to stop them digging it out. Without that thing up here, those Banuk will be massacred.
I'll stop them. You two get out of here. It sounds like you've already done enough damage.
Well, that's a fair appraisal.
You bunch of...
What have you done?
Who are you? You're not one of those Banuk.
Too late. Let me look at it.
Hold on. This was our delve. We did the work. You want to put your axe in? What's this thing worth to you?
I don't know about this. This was your idea. You started it, you can finish.
All right. Could be this thing's just scrap, but even scrap has a price. So I'll ask again, what's it worth to you?
It's worth more to me than you are. You still want to negotiate?
Forget it. All ye's ever given me is black toes.
They've made a mess of this. Catastrophic malfunction. This is from long ago. And it's been sending a signal all this time. Fading out. This is from Gaia Prime. Some part of her was still functioning. Until now. I have to get back to the camp. Before the machines tear it apart. No. They've already started attacking.
The hunt is back!
Machines are angered. Keep your distance. Hunters, defend the camp. Do what you must.
Move her out! Confuse them!
Yes! Roar and rend at me. I don't fear it.
Now you'll hear my song, machine. A sharp song. The hunt is back!
That's for 2 clicks apiece. There was only a side effect.
Worked up a sweat on that one.
Nora, did you know this change would come upon us?
Not exactly. Although I know there is a lot changing in our world. This time it was outsiders. Those Oseram thought.
The Oseram do not think. They will never understand the balance between us. Between man and machine. Now the blue light has gone. And we are left with many songs. But more for mourning than gratitude.
So what now? Will you go back to your homeland?
When we teach the young to walk on shifting ice, we say, the secret is taking one step, then the next. Perhaps one day, we will understand the machine's mysteries.
From what I've learned, I think that day will come, Tikuk. And there can be peace again.
He should pay.
You're in the thick of it.
The something's grown too soft.
Howdy, adventurers. Outlander, are you looking for... Wait. I know your face. You came back. How did we fare?
Expensively.
That's what I was afraid of.
The tame machines... It's hard to explain, but there was a kind of signal that calmed them. Your men got greedy, so it's gone now.
Gambling's a shoddy job, girl. I should have been a weapons dealer. That's steady work. Here, take it. The half I'd owed those hammer-handed chunks.
Half? I finished the job. And what was it you said? Enough to buy a more becoming garb?
What do you want? Carja silks? Ah, hoisted on my own purse strings. Can I interest you in a reasonable share of a lucrative opportunity?
She was incredible. Stopped her ball without breaking a sweat. No idea the norm.
This must be the Shrine of Kings that Milan told me about.
The Oseram that tried to kill our Sun King? Traitors, the whole tribe of them.
You won't get in there.
I can be persuasive.
It reminds me of someone. Gone.
Try me.
I had a lover. The Carja gave me back his broken bones.
And seeing a statue of...
I need to see his work again. But that...
I'll see what I can... This must be the Sun's Climb, where the Banuk wants to paint his mark. When we fled from our cages during the liberation, I tore through this clearing, thinking my friend was behind me. I kept running, but here she remains. Thank you for making it safe for me to return.
I don't want to rush you.
I understand. I've done this before. The seeds will be split, escape. I'll tell her it was I and she who still lives, and...
What is it?
There.
Do you need to be...
For the first...
good to be free of this city. You are a better hunter than I. I'll paint the mark while the spirits of the Glinthawks linger.
There'll be more where they came from.
Yes, there will always be more machines. Their spirits find new bodies, but we only last as long as memory. That's why I must leave this story. A monument to our vanished shamans, to the wisdom the Karja bled from us. The machine oil in the paint will preserve it. Preserve their memory against all that was cut away. You have my thanks, Hunter.
I love this pit.
Oh,
It's always the ones you least expect to cause you trouble.
Every time I go near the statue, he shouts at me.
Osram slaves built that thing. We deserve it for the look.
It may have been meant for the Mad Sun King, but as that was now... It's a public monument, not his private.
Turn away, child. The abiding...
If you want to be alone, go someplace else. Others want to pray here.
Defile it, you mean? Yet another debasement of what... Our king is false, our temple is corrupt, and our soldiers...
So the Karja have become impure?
Is Meridian not meant for those who built it?
You mean Meridian was pure when the outsiders were in cages or dying in your arena?
The sun is pure, child.
I thought Avad taking the throne was the sun's will.
The boy dishonored to kill his Sun King. What shadow? What
And how many more would the mad Sun King have killed if Avad hadn't stopped him?
The sun called for blood.
You called the temple corrupt, but aren't you one of its priests?
They call themselves sun priests, but yet those who gave their whole lives to the sun's service are shamed and ignored.
So that's what this is.
You know nothing of...
Why do you think your army is weak? Because you're not at war with everyone?
A Karja throne relying on forged dirt mercenaries? Preposterous! The so-called liberation was nothing but a purge. Our most blessed warriors, chased out of the city, exiled to Sunfall and the Forbidden West. Our tribe is torn. The ones who walked in light now go by shadow.
And yet everyone but you seems happy they're gone. I'm done arguing with you. Stay or go, but I won't allow you to keep others away.
I am here by the will of the sun.
You don't believe in the throne, the priesthood, the army, or the city, so I guess you have no authority here.
I have the authority of the sun.
Then call it for help. No one else will listen.
There'll be a reckon.
You'll back away.
Life on the claim was never easy. Living here ain't either. Fire and spit. What do you want from me?
He gave them the best work he'd ever do.
They defaced it because...
They defaced a thing slaves like him lived and died. Short-sighted bastards, the lot. I thank you.
I hope you can...
Go home. Well, the sun...
So you've come back to the...
I was invited back. The priests want... They're listening.
Because of what we...
What you did.
It was for the mourners.
You set them on the path. Perhaps a red robe.
Not me.
We would be richer if we did.
Thank you, Naman. It's unfit for here. About time you showed up! More Glen Hawks incoming! That seems to have taken care of them.
But more always come. The soldiers at Morning's Watch don't even bother to fight them anymore.
Seems like they're coming from upriver. I could track them back to the source, but if more come here... I'll watch the village. You go ahead. I thought you wanted to do this together. You don't need me to hold your hand. Whoever did this must have left amateurs will leave easy tracks to follow. Those blinds up there concentrate fire on a target. Makes it impossible to fight back. It's a cheat, and a wasteful one, too. These must be the snap. I'm here on behalf of the nearby village. Seems your kill zone is creating a Glinthawk problem for them.
Yeah, well, they're not the only people with problems. If we don't get enough Snapmaw hearts to pay off a loan, we lose everything.
I don't follow.
I borrowed shards to buy seeds. The harvest went bust, and now they're coming for the debt. We could lose the farm, our home.
I'm sorry about that, but Glinthawks are attacking people because of what you're doing here.
Not my problem. None of us are leaving until I get what I came for.
None of us?
You didn't think it was just us two, did you?
No one wins if we fight.
We've been harvesting Snapmaw hearts for days. I only need one more, and then I can settle my debt and save our home.
If I get the last heart, do you promise to stay away?
It's a good deal. Yabasha took a hard hit with that last one.
Okay, fine. We need the shards.
I'll do this for you once, and once only. Stay here till I get back. There, the heart you need. Now what about your promise?
A deal's a deal. And now I can pay off my debt. We won't be back.
Good. Keep it that way.
Aloy. Congratulations are in order. I wanted to make sure you could handle yourself.
You were watching the whole time?
Of course. Tarkus, may the sunlight is passing, taught me many things. First of which was, a hawk never abandons their thrush.
Wait. Are you saying...
I'd like to sponsor you for membership. What do you say to hunting machines, winning trophies, and unseating Assis?
I'm in. I'll meet you back at the lodge as soon as I'm able.
Something's going wrong. Had to take over my brother's shift today. Sure as the sun's rising, he's off.
Prince Edaman was lucky you were there to save him.
Talana, always a pleasure. I see you've...
Greetings, Sunhawk. I hear...
No! Look at her. She's lowborn, a savage. This is beneath even you, Talana.
She has fulfilled the requirements. And Sun King Avad decreed the lodge should be open to all. She did save his life. But I'm sure he'll listen to your prejudice over his own common sense. Would you like to take it up with him?
The word of the Sun King is indeed law. Even though it would bring ruin to the lodge, so be it. Do you, Aloy of the Nora, pledge to act rightly and nobly when in service to the lodge all the days to follow?
I do.
Members of the lodge, even though Tarkus is barely cold, I present to you Aloy of the Nora. Member and Thrush, what say you all?
To the hunt!
Sponsoring an outlander. While you make meaningless gestures, I'll be finding Red Maw.
She tried to kill the Sun King. What reason do Oseram need for anything?
This is a good day.
What's Redmaw?
Few have seen it. A thunderjaw marked by years of battle. Some say it still bears the marks of over a dozen hunters on its flank. How many it has trampled along the way, we may never know. When members go hunting and never return, we often blame Redmaw. But to me, it's more than legend. It's the only machine that will unseat Assis. My sponsor nearly had it, but he didn't make it.
I'm sorry.
Tarkus sponsored me out of loyalty to my family. He was my last link to them, besides the lodge itself. I have to unseat Assis.
I know why I hate Assis. Why do you?
My family has always boasted members in the lodge. My father and brother were both hawks. Assis let their sacrifice be forgotten.
What sacrifice?
They died in a massacre. They should be honored as hawks. Instead, Assis will not let anyone mention it.
How did your family come to be members of the lodge?
Karja noble houses have sent sons to the lodge for generations. Because they needed another place to lord over the commoners. I want to change that. The idea that someone is worthy or not by virtue of birth alone. Everyone thinks they have me pegged as soon as they hear Talana Khan Padish. I hate that.
I understand. My whole life I lived as an outcast from the Nora. They would have been the first to say I wasn't one of them. Yet as soon as I leave the sacred lands, everyone calls me Aloy of the Nora. It should be Aloy despite the Nora.
I didn't know. I'll remember that.
What happened in the massacre?
King Jiran's paranoia knew no bounds. He sent thousands of innocents to die in the Sun Ring. When the Hawks of the Lodge called for him to stop the slaughter, he threw them in the ring too. Yet when the machines attacked the condemned, more Hawks leapt into the ring to defend them. And my father and brother were among them.
I'm so sorry. What happened to the men in the Sun Ring?
They died fighting. If you wish to hear the story, Legan can tell it better. He saw it with his own eyes. I did not. The morning of the massacre, my father told me to meet him outside the city. He told me they were planning an escape. I waited for hours until a message came from my father. I had to leave the city. So I fled when I should have fought by his side.
He didn't want you to die with them.
Nor would he want their names forgotten. Especially by the man who benefited most from their deaths, Assis. Now that you're a Thrush, you should improve your reputation. Why don't you hunt down a Thunderjaw and a Stormbird?
You want me to go trophy hunting?
You're not just any Thrush. You're mine. And you better make me look good.
But what about Redmaw?
I will find him. And when I do, I expect you to be there.